Good morning. You are in the bus. Okay, thank you. You are still in the transportation. Yes?
Yes, morning.
Okay. Good morning. But you are about to arrive to your workplace, yes?
No,
Not yet.
hospital.
To the hospital.
Yes,
That's why you told me that you, okay. Sorry. Here, Luca, you are still also, so your schedules change because you are in the transportation, Luca. Both of you are in a plane. Yes. Okay, I'm going to get started with both of you so we can finish exactly on time. I really appreciate your attendance, even though you are still in your transportation means, okay? But it is exactly the time to get started so we can finish exactly on time. I'm going to start sharing my PPT with you, okay, my information. And let me tell you that I am so glad that both of you are here, okay? So let's begin. And let's expect that your connectivity is going to be great today. So class, yesterday we began with a feedback, a general review on the topics that we have been practicing with, and today we're going to continue. So I'm going to share with you, class, this information, okay? Okay, do you see my screen? Yes.
yes,
Okay, great. So here we go. The simple present tense. This is a reminder, okay? The uses of the simple present tense, because this is the focus in this module. We use the simple present tense for repeated actions. We use the simple present tense to express the idea that an action is repeated or unusual action. The action can be a habit, a hobby, a daily event, a scheduled things. Okay. So you can have a better sight. A hobby, a daily event, a scheduled event, or something that often happens. It can also be something a person often forgets or usually does not do. For example, if you say, I play basketball, that is a habitual action. Yes, she does not play soccer is something that she never does. So it is a habit on her not to play basketball. In questions, we use does he play basketball? So notice that here we have the modal auxiliary does because it is he. And in the previous exercise, example, she does not play soccer. We use does because the third person singular, she, is the subject and the negative not. But then we have the other example. The bus leaves every morning at 6 a.m. It has a schedule, so it is a routine. The bus is the subject. If we change the noun, the bus, the substantive, the bus, or common noun, the bus, and we use a personal pronoun, we should use it, and we say, it leaves every morning at 6 a.m. In the next example, is the negative. The bus does not leave at 7 a.m. If you notice, the verb leave doesn't have an S because we are using the modal auxiliary, does not, okay? The bus does not leave at 7 a.m. So notice that in the affirmative sentence, the bus leaves, we don't use the modal auxiliary does. That's why the verb needs a change. In this case, letter S, because the ending is with E. But we have the next question. When does the bus usually leave? Does is the modal auxiliary, leave the verb, because we are using does as modal auxiliary to write the question. Leave is written in the base form, no change. She always forgets her lunch. Again, she is the subject. Forgets is the verb. In this case, we added is because the subject is she. He never forgets his coat. He forgets. We write the S because it is singular, third person, okay? Every 12 months, the earth circles the sun. Why do we write S in circle? This is the verb, circle. Circles because we're talking about the earth, our planet, earth, yeah? If we replace the earth by a subject pronoun or personal pronoun, it should be it. It circles the sun. It circles the sun every 12 months. Now the last question as an example. Does the sun circle the earth? We change this affirmative statement into question. Does the sun, okay, circle the earth? No, it doesn't because the earth circles the sun. Okay, so this is as a reminder of the simple present. And here we have the simple present as facts or generalizations. The simple present can also be used to describe what the speaker, I am speaking, so what I believe that a fact was true before is real or true now and will be true in the future. It is not important if the speaker is correct about the fact. It is also used to make generalizations, to speak or to talk in general about people or things. Examples, cats like milk. Cats is in plural, so we don't add an S. Cats like milk. The verb is in the base form, okay? And then we have parrots, plural. Parrots do not like milk. If you eliminate parrots and write a pronoun, then it should be they do not like milk. Now a question in plural. Do dogs like milk? Do, because dogs is in plural, the subject. Cancun is in America. Cancun is a place. We say it is in America. What is in America? Cancun. San Salvador is not in Europe. San Salvador, singular. It is not in Europe. Doors, plural. Doors are made of wood. Windows are not made of wood. Windows is plural. That's why we say are. In negative, not made of wood. They are made of another material, yeah? Zacatecoluca is a small city. Zacatecoluca is like if you say it is a small city. Notice, okay, pay attention that when we use the verb to be, as in Cancun is in America, San Salvador is not in Europe, doors are made of wood, windows are not made of wood, Zacatecoluca is a small city, we don't use to or does. In this case, it should be does, but because we have the modal auxiliary is, we don't use the other auxiliary, okay? I don't know if you have any question about this information. The ones
No, teacher.
Okay, everything clear, thank you. It is a reminder about the uses. This is when we use the simple present tense for facts or generalizations, okay? And then we move, we also use the simple present tense for scheduled events in the near future. Lo usamos para eventos que ya están programados en un futuro muy cercano. Okay, so here we go. We use simple present tense. Okay, I'm going to minimize this. We use simple present tense to talk about scheduled events in the near future. This is most commonly done when talking about public transportation, but it can also be used with other scheduled events. For example, the plane leaves today at 8 p.m. there is a schedule, there is a specific time when the plane must leave, take off, okay? The bus does not arrive at 7 a.m. It arrives at 9 p.m. Why? Because it is mandatory that the bus must respect that scheduled event, that schedule. When do we board the plane? When do we board the plane? The celebration starts at 7 o'clock because in the celebration, there is a time, there is a day, a date and a time in order to begin, in order to start. When does class begin? Tomorrow, because for classes, there is a specific schedule, okay? It is an event that must happen at a specific period of time. Is it okay? If you don't have any question, we move to the next slide. And here we have, you have to write 10 sentences using the simple present tense showing scheduled events in the near future. This is a practice, okay? For example, tomorrow students in school do not have classes. Students in school do not have classes tomorrow. It's okay. We have a general meeting tomorrow. She cleans the office, okay? So I'm going to transfer you to the breakout rooms and you are going to write as a group 10 sentences using the simple present tense, but showing scheduled events in the near future. Is it clear, the instruction? Okay, write and send using the simple present tense showing events in the near future. For example, tomorrow, okay, tomorrow I start work at, and you write the time because it is a scheduled event, yes? Or about the shows on TV or any other event that you have at work, yes?
Okay.
Okay, thank you. And, and right now I have only 4 students and 2 are in the transportation means and the others are in the office. Yes, I think. Okay, so since you are just a few, let's work as a group. Okay, here, and I'm not going to transfer you to the breakout rooms because you are just a few. You are just 4, okay? So begin working and create the sentences using the, Jacqueline is joining right now. Writing the sentences in simple present tense, but showing scheduled events when there is a time to happen in the near future. For example, okay? Who wants to give an idea? Who has an idea of sentences showing scheduled events? Did you get the idea of scheduled events in simple present tense? Yes or no?
Yes, teacher.
Okay. So right now that you are 6, you can be transferred to the breakout rooms and you feel more comfortable, okay? Good morning, Miss Jacqueline Jamilet.
Good morning, Miss.
Okay. Miss Jacqueline Jamilet, we're going to work on the simple present tense, but showing scheduled events. Yes? So I'm going to transfer you to the breakout rooms right now. And here we go. Let me see, because you're just a few today. Okay. I sent you the invitation. Please go to your groups. Okay, Jacqueline, go to group number 1. Thank you. Okay, let's wait for the other partners. I have still one group working, but they are going to be here in 30 seconds. Okay, Guillermo is here. Okay, class, we're going to share the sentences so we can get the expected amount of sentences. The idea is to notice that we can use simple present tense, but the meaning is for future. But we are not using going to or will. No, it is simple present tense, but the idea is in future. Okay, Miss Jacqueline, Jamilet, would you please read your sentences? The ones in the group, the ones that you have, and we are going to ask another partner from the other team in order to share. Okay?
Okay. Tomorrow, I have an English class at 6 p.m. Today, I had a meeting at 2 p.m. On Sunday, I have to be in the park in the morning. On Sunday, I go to the church at 6 p.m. On Wednesdays, I have to break at 6 p.m. On Friday, I had my days off.
Okay. Very well, great, excellent. And now in the other team, who is going to share? Carlos or Claudia? Araceli, okay?
Okay, vaya. Solo que, bueno, we have 5 sentences, right? She plays, bueno, on Monday, she plays in the park. Tomorrow, he cooks cookie. And on Monday, he watches TV with his family. On Saturday, she has dancing class. Next weekend, he go to the cinema.
Okay, very well. Congratulations. So you practice that structure. It is simple present, but the action doesn't take place at the moment. There is a schedule, a time, yeah, when it is going to happen. So class, now let's continue because you are going to, that was the part of the general feedback, okay? And right now we're going to continue with the manual from INSA 4. So get ready with your manual, please. And here we go. Yesterday, if you will remember class, we were practicing this conversation, correct? Good morning, Cindy. How are you? Fine. I have many things to do this week, but Katie is very busy. Really? Who is Katie? The new secretary. Her schedule is very tight, okay? On Monday, she makes many phone calls. Later, she writes reports about the production. And what does she do the other days? On Wednesday, she sends some emails to the bookkeeper. And on Friday, she arranges meetings. She is so busy. And on weekends, okay, here, we are using the simple present tense, but the subject is she. That is why we add s to the verbs because all of them make ends in E, right? Ends in E. Send in a simple consonant, we only add S. And arrange ends in E, so we add only S. And you were practicing that yesterday, if you remember, but now you are going to continue working with this conversation, and your activity is read the conversation again to complete the chart with Katie's information. Also, what other activities you think Katie does in the other days of the week? You have to use your imagination. Let's see, they mentioned here, who is Katie, the new secretary? Her schedule is very tight on Monday. Okay, what do they mention, class? They mention here, okay, they mention on Monday, yes? On Monday, she makes many phone calls. Later, she writes reports about the production. And what does she do the other days? On Wednesdays, okay, she sends some emails to the bookkeeper. On Friday, she arranges meetings. She is so busy. And on weekends, they mention only 3 days, on Monday, on Wednesday, and on Friday. You are going to write here the activities that are mentioned here on Monday, on Wednesday, and Friday. But Tuesday, Thursday, they are not mentioned. You use your imagination and you write the activities that she is supposed to do because she is the secretary, the new secretary. And you use your imagination. What do you think she does on Saturday and Sunday? Is it clear? Yes? You are going to write here the activities that are mentioned. She does on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. But on Tuesday and Thursday, the activities are not mentioned. You have to use your imagination. What do you think a secretary does on Tuesday? What do you think a secretary does on Thursday? Because it is the working days for her. But what about Saturday or Sunday? Does she go to church? What does she do? You write here, okay? Is the instruction clear? Okay, I'm going to transfer you to the breakout rooms and everybody, okay, participating and giving ideas. So here we go. Hello, Ever, welcome. I expect that your connectivity is going to be better right now, okay? So class, get ready with your manual. Do you have the manual ready? Or do you want me to share it with you so you can take a screenshot? Okay, I'm going to share it with you so you can take a screenshot. Okay, first take a screenshot of, okay, now this space, and I'm going to show you also, okay, the conversation. Okay, take another screenshot. Very well. Right now, I'm going to transfer you to the breakout rooms. Give ideas. Imagine that you are a secretary. What would you do on Tuesday and Thursday? Okay, and the week on weekend, what would you do? I'm going to recreate this. I'm going to send you the invitation, class. Here we go. Okay. I sent you the invitation. Ever, your group is number 2. Okay, excellent. Okay, I'm going to request one participant from each group in order to read and share the activities. So we're going to make a comparison, okay, of your ideas. So get ready. Who's sending this?
Creo que fui yo.
And your name? And
Claudia.
remember that, yes, but I need it here. And you need to show only the average, otherwise you're giving the answers to the classmates. Aquí ya le dio la respuesta a todo el que no lo había hecho.
Ah, perdón, no.
Because
La voy a borrar.
it is already captured. Okay, so class, here we go. In team number 1, we have Guillermo, Julio Cesar, Lisette, Delilah, and Victor Adrian. And I don't know who is going to share with the class. We need one participant in that team to share with the class the activities, the schedule that you created for.
Sorry.
For Katie. Okay, who's going to be the representative in team number 1?
Me.
Okay, great, thank you. We appreciate your participation. Please go ahead.
Okay. On Tuesday, Katie's thinking Tuesday, she checks the bills and she receives customers. On Thursday, she checks his boss agenda. She makes the payments. On Saturday, she goes to the gym. She makes dinner. And the Sunday, she sleeps and she watches movies.
On Sunday, she sleeps and she watches movies. Excellent, very well, great. Now it's time to listen to team number 2, Carlos, Ever, and Jacqueline Jamilet. Hello.
Okay. So on Thursday, she's go to the gym for doing exercise. On Thursday, she meet with her friends. On Friday afternoon, she goes to the hospital because she has an appointment with her son's doctor. On Saturday afternoon, she spent time with her friend. On Sunday in the morning, she go to the shore with her family. And she take a lunch with them.
She takes a lunch with them. And on Saturday, Miss, what does she do on Saturday?
On Saturday, she spends time with her best friends.
Okay, thank you so much. Very well.
It is possible for these sentences to say, I said, she shares time.
She shares time with her family, or she shares time with her friends. That's okay, very well.
Okay.
Congrats, very well. Now, in group number 3, we have Claudia, Arely, Luca, Paula Maciel, Yesenia Marisol.
Me, teacher.
Okay, thank you.
Um, okay. On Thursday, she has a training with her boss. On Thursday, she attends some clients that want to visit at the company. On Saturday, she sends two reports of the week. And on Sunday is her day off. She goes she goes cinema with her family. She goes to the spa and cinema with her family.
Okay, very relaxed. No problem. Excellent. Great. Now, class, I need you to activate the cameras. I'm going to take the screenshot. Okay. Listen, Dalila, I don't know why your camera is off. Dalila, we need your camera on. Marisol, if it is possible, because you are in the transportation. Yesenia Marisol.
Voy.
Okay. To the count of 3, you smile. And Guillermo, his camera is not available. He wrote in the chat. Let's wait for Yesenia Marisol to activate the camera and then you smile, okay? Wow. To the count of 3, okay? 1, 2, 3. Let's see if I can share it by now here via WhatsApp. And then you can appreciate the picture is over there. Check it out. Wow. Very well. Okay, now let's continue. If you notice, okay, I'm going to share with you this. Okay, class. You were supposed to write sentences using the present tense showing scheduled events in the future as the feedback. And now this is what you were doing in the practice with the manual. So let's continue and here we go, okay? Let's remember that when we say the days of the week in English, we say on Monday, on Tuesday, on Wednesday, on Thursday, on Friday, on Saturday, on Sunday, okay? And now here we have affirmative and negative statements, yeah? How to use a simple present in affirmative and negative. In affirmative, we have for third person singular here. Now we're going to focus only in third person singular. She makes many phone calls. He carries boxes into the truck. Cindy sends reports to other companies. It helps workers to be on time. My boss talks about the new rules. When we change these sentences into negative, we only write doesn't after the third person singular. She doesn't make many phone calls. He doesn't carry boxes into the truck. Cindy doesn't send reports to other companies. It doesn't help workers to be on time. My boss doesn't talk about the new rules. Notice that she, he, Cindy, it, my boss is in singular, the subject or the sentence. That's why we use doesn't. And the verb, notice the verb doesn't have an S. We don't say he doesn't carry, no. We say he doesn't carry boxes into the truck because we are using the modal auxiliary does. And the negative, the verb goes in the base form. Now, class, it is your turn. Complete the sentences with the verbs in parentheses. Notice that in some cases, like in, okay, here there's a mistake. It is not my mistake. Number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Number 6, it has a number 1, but it should be number 6, is about Mario. It must be negative because we have not, yes? And do we have another negative? I think it is the only negative, correct? We have number 3, it's also negative. when you build these sentences, okay, you complete these sentences, we're going to go over activity number 6, but we're going to double check exercise number 5. My question is it better for you to work individually right now or in groups? Individually or in groups? Okay, individually. Let's do it individually. And later
Okay, teacher.
we're going to double check. But listen, when you finish, you tell me, teacher, finished, okay? Consider the examples. Let's do the first one as an example for you, okay? Here we go. He, everything in the office, order is the verb. How do we write the sentence? The verb, he?
Orders.
Okay, he orders. Very well. He orders everything in the office because it is third person singular. Notice that you have to pay attention if the subject is third person singular or if it is plural or if it is I, okay? Finish class.
Yes, teacher.
Okay, so number 2, Amy and Teresa for the signatures every Friday. Amy and Teresa, the verb is?
Ask.
Okay, there is no change because it is plural, 2 people. So we don't have to change anything. And we say Amy and Teresa ask for the signatures every Friday. What about number 3? Helen, it's negative.
Does call.
Doesn't call.
Okay, excellent. Doesn't call the design department on weekends. Notice that we use also on in order to make a reference for the weekends. On weekends. We never say the weekends, no, on weekends. Now number 4. She
Clean.
Clean.
She cleans.
She cleans our desks in the morning. Now I. The verb should be?
I write.
Very well. No change in the verb. I write a list with the things we need at 9 a.m. Again, in simple present tense, as a habit, as a routine at work. The last one about Mario. Negative. Mario?
Doesn't.
Doesn't keep.
Doesn't keep.
Doesn't keep a record of the merchandise he the verb should be?
Buys.
He buys. Very well. Because it is third person singular. And in the negative, notice that we don't add S. Also in plural, Amy and Teresa, ask, no S. And also write, first person singular. Now it is your turn. Class, here you have to create a conversation. Create a conversation with a partner about someone else's daily activities at work. Also, don't forget to mention the activities that you do. Let's write an example. Hello, how are you? Hello, Jacqueline. I'm Jacqueline, the supervisor, the new, for example, the new supervisor. And then this is just an example, okay? The new supervisor. I have a question. What do you do on weekdays? And then let's imagine that Jacqueline is talking to Luca. And then she says, because she is the new supervisor, yes, she doesn't know about his activities. Well, and then what do you do? Luca, for example, let's see, I talk to customers, for example. I talk to customers. What do you do on weekdays? I talk to customers and what else? And check emails. To tell you an example, yeah? This is an idea. What about you and your partner? And then we are, because it is A, okay? And then we are, let me check if I didn't do it. Okay, I have a question. Hello, I'm Jacqueline, the new supervisor. I have a question. What do you do on weekdays? Says then Luca. Then she is, I made a mistake here, class, because letter B is Jacqueline, right? And then she says, I supervise the staff and write reports, yeah? Because based on what you supervise, you write the reports, for example. Okay. I have a question. What do you do on weekdays? Oh, I supervise staff and write reports. What about you and your partner? We are, for example, let's see, we are sales agents. Okay. We say we are sales agents and she or he is, tell me one of your positions. A back office. And he is a back office. Yes. And he's a back office. And then we continue the conversation. Letter B is Jacqueline in this case. Okay. Very interesting, for example. Very interesting. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. And then what is going to answer letter A? Luca is
Nice
going
to
to
meet
say,
you too.
okay, very well. Nice to meet you too. And what is going to say Jacqueline at the end?
See you later.
Excellent, very well. See you later. Okay, this is just an example. You are going to create your conversations with here. See you later, okay? This is just a guide, an example, because you're going to use your activities and your real positions in the conversation. Is that okay? Yes? Is it
Okay,
clear?
teacher.
Or
Yes, teacher.
okay. Now I'm going to transfer you and you replace that information for your real information. 33333, okay. I'm going to send you the invitation right now. No. Before we go to the breakout rooms, I'm going to call your names to take the attendance. In case that someone has a problem, yeah. Today is the second day of the month. Okay, Carlos Isaías. Carlos, are you here? Julio Cesar, are you here? Okay, thank you, thank you. Dalila Ramos.
Present.
Thank you, Miss. Yesenia Marisol.
Here.
Great. Gerardo Enrique absent. Guillermo. Guillermo is having problems with the, okay, but he's here. Uy. Jacqueline Jamilet.
Present.
Thank you. Victor Adrian.
Here.
Claudia Areli.
Here.
Miguel Eduardo. He said that he was sick today. Hector is absent. Ever.
Here.
Thank you. Paola Maciel.
Present.
Thank you, Miss. Erika is absent. José Ernesto.
Guillermo.
Yeah. Guillermo is, yeah, he's having problems with his connectivity. José Ernesto Flores is absent today. José Ricardo is also absent. And Esmeralda Marisol. Absent. Luca.
Present, teacher.
You're here. Okay, thank you. Now it is the time to transfer you and create the conversation. Later, you are going to present it here in front of the class, okay? So you practice, you create the conversation, you practice it, and later you show it to your partners. Okay, go to your groups. Lisette Dalaila, your partners were? Dalila, ¿quiénes eran sus compañeros de grupo? Dalila, sus compañeros, ¿quiénes eran?
Estuve con César, Adrián.
Okay. Let me see. In group number 1. I'm going to send you the invitation, okay?
Okay.
Okay, go to your group.
Okay.
Let's wait for the others to return. But in team number 1, Julio and Victor, Adrian, you are going to start, okay, with the conversation, sharing your conversation. In group number 2, I have Carlos, Ever, and Jacqueline. I don't know who's going to start in group number 2. And then we go over group number 3. But now that Julio, Cesar, and Victor Adrian are here, let's get started with you because Cesar is at the hospital and in one moment they are going to extract blood from his, okay, from his arm. Okay, Julio, Cesar, and Victor, please say your conversation.
Okay. But
And one moment.
Se me ha quedado esa canción
voy a leerlo todo.
de la Shakira.
Okay, dice, hello, how are you? Hello, I am Delilah. I have a question.
No. Listen, Victor and Julio Cesar, both of you, okay? You practice the conversation as you
Okay.
practice in the breakout room, okay? I'm going to share and you follow the conversation. Okay, who starts? Adrian or Julio Cesar?
¿Cómo has estado?
Okay. Hello, how are you?
Hello, I'm good.
I have a question. What do you do on weekday?
What about you and your partner?
No, you have to complete the conversation. And you say I, and you mention your activities, Victor.
Okay. Okay. I check the customer billings and I listen to agent calls. What about you and your partner?
Okay, Victor. See you.
Okay, I don't know, probably you don't see the screen, Julio, because you are on the cell phone.
Sí lo tengo.
Okay.
Okay.
Si quieren la puedo mandar al grupo.
Okay, now let's continue with the next team. In group number 2, we have Carlos, Ever, and Jacqueline. Who's going to present? Okay, Carlos, Ever, and Jacqueline. 2 participants in that group. Nobody?
Carlos.
Okay, Carlos and?
Me and
we introduce Jacqueline too.
Okay, begin please.
Okay, hello, how are you?
I'm great. I'm Ever, the new super agent who's checking the customer products. Um,
I have a question. What do you do on days? Weekdays?
I usually practice the work manual and tools. And what about you and your partner?
I GTR in the company and I prepare lunch to the staff. And you, Jacqueline?
I am a supervisor. And I am supervisor. I have different activities. So every day I supervise the agents and makes a lot of reports about the service.
Oh, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
See you later.
See you later.
Okay, very well done. Thank you. Now, Claudia Arely, Luca, Paola, and Yesenia Marisol. The participants are?
Me, teacher.
Okay, Luca and?
Okay. Me.
Okay, who starts?
Okay. And ¿quién empieza? Bueno.
If you want to begin.
Hello, how are you?
Hello, I am fine. I am Luca Navarro. I am the new customer service.
Okay, I have a question. What do you do on weekday?
I make some calls with the customers and also I check the opinion that the customer sends to the company.
Okay.
What about you and your partner?
Oh, we are customer service agents. And he is customer service agent too.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Okay, see you later.
See you later.
Okay, very well. And now here, we are going to continue asking partners questions about their daily routines and give answers about my routine. So look at this. We are going to read the information about each person's activities at the workplace. Do's and don'ts, okay? What they do, what they don't do, and what they don't do. When we read this information, I'm going to transfer you to the breakout rooms so you can answer these questions. Later, we're going to come back in order to double check to make sure that the answers are correctly answered. We have Oneida Chicas and Nelly Pinedas. And here we have Ricardo Mata and Max Pinto. Notice that it is plural because the subject is Oneida Chicas and Nelly Pineda, compound subject. On the other side, we have Ricardo Mata and Max Pinto. Both of them are a subject, compound subject. Do Oneida Chicas and Nelly Pineda create software, repair computers, install antivirus. They don't sell computer programs, exchange information. Ricardo Mata and Max Pinto, they keep track on the sales, write reports, buy new merchandise. They don't receive money from sales and they don't decide what to buy. Now you're going to analyze this information in the groups and you answer these questions. Again, a mistake because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. okay? But we have 3 fours. No, don't pay attention to that. 4, 5, and 6. Is it clear, the instruction, class?
Yes,
Yes?
teacher.
Okay. Now I'm transferring you to the breakout rooms, analyze the info, and answer the questions, okay? Join your groups, please. Guillermo, we need you in your team. Okay, class, we're going to double check the answers, okay, that you have. And here we go. Since all the questions begin with do, obviously it is plural, right? And now, class, based on the information, do Oneida and Nelly work with the software? The answer is
Yes, they don't.
yes, they do.
They do.
Yes, they do. This is the short answer, but if you want to go further, if you want to go beyond, you give extra information. And then we say they work with software. Yes? And it is also correct. Now, number 2, do Oneida and Nelly sell antivirus? Class, your answer is yes, they do, or no, they don't. Do Oneida and Nelly sell antivirus?
Install antivirus.
Okay, so we say no, they don't. No, they don't. You clarify the information in a longer answer. They install antivirus, yeah, antivirus. What about number 3? Do Ricardo and Max get money from sales? Yes, they do, or no, they don't. Do Ricardo
Yes, they do.
get money
Yes,
from
they do.
sales? No, miss. They don't receive money from sales.
Ah, es cierto.
Okay, so we say no, they don't. We clarify in a full answer. They don't get money from sales. Number 4, do Ricardo and Max write reports? The answer is, hello class, do they write reports?
Yes, they do.
Okay. Yes, they do. Longer answer, they write reports. Next one, do Ricardo and Max repair computers?
No, they don't.
Okay, no, they don't. No, they don't. Full answer should be they don't repair computers because they sell them, yeah. Now the last one, do Oneida and Nelly install programs?
No, they don't. They install antivirus.
And the antivirus, is it a software? Yes or no? Class, help Claudia. They don't sell computer programs, and they don't exchange information about programs. But the question is, do they install programs? They create software, they repair computers, and they install antivirus. So, do they install programs?
Antivirus is a program.
Yes, it's a program.
Okay.
But it
Entonces,
is external. So,
yes, they do.
yes, they do. They create the software, but they install the antivirus. So, yes, they do. Okay. Because you have to install it. You install the antivirus. Yes. Yes, they do. Okay, very well. Now let's move to the next activity. And this is yes, no questions and short answers. What we were doing over here, I left only one as short answer. But here we have the short answers and the full answer too. Now, how to use yes, no questions in simple present. The yes, no questions. For example, do I get up early? Yes, I do. No, I don't. Obviously, this question is not very common because you don't ask yourself, do I get up? Yes, I do. No, I don't know, right? It is just to show you the structure. Do you call other companies? Yes, they do. No, you don't. Do they transport the product? Yes, they do. No, they don't. Do we check the policies? Yes, we do. No, we don't. Here, we have to create yes, no questions using the words in parentheses. And let's write the answers. Let's see. We have 5 questions. You work company following this structure. And you have here the tip if the answer is going to be affirmative or negative. Okay, let's build the first one as an example. You work company. The auxiliary is do or does?
Do.
Okay, very well. Do. The subject, you. Do you. The verb,
It's work.
work. Do you work? Here we are going to add some words. Do you work in the company? Yes. Do you work in the company? We are not going to write the question mark because we have here the question mark. Do you work in the company? The answer is yes. I do.
I do.
Okay, and remember that always the subject pronoun I is in capital letter, okay? What about number 2? The modal auxiliary is do or does. For number 2, do we say does they? We say does they.
No, do.
Do, very well.
Do they check?
Do they check product? And the answer is negative. What should be the answer? No. The subject is they. So we say no, they
don't.
Excellent. No, they don't. Okay. Now you try to build number 3, 4, and 5, please. And the affirmative, negative, and affirmative answers. Remember that because we have we, I, and Milena and Pablo, the modal auxiliary is do, okay, in all of the questions. Let's try to build the questions, okay? And we're going to double check. Okay, let's see. In number 3, the subject is do, right? I mean the modal auxiliary. The subject, we. The verb,
Listen.
listen. Do we listen customers? The answer is yes.
Yes, we don't.
We do.
Yes, we do.
Yes, we do. Now, in number 4, obviously the modal auxiliary do, because this is the one that we are using, and we follow the examples. Do I buy
Material.
new material? Excellent. Do I buy new material? The
No.
answer is negative. No,
I don't.
I don't. Very well. Excellent. No, I don't. And the last one is a compound subject. So it is plural. And we say do, Milena and Pablo, the verb.
Design.
The verb is design. Thank you. Design logo. And the answer is affirmative. Yes. Because we have Milena and Pablo. We don't say we because I am not included. We don't say you. No. We say plural. They. Yes, they do. Correct? So we have, do you work in the company? Yes, I do. Do they check product? No, they don't. Do we listen customers? Yes, we do. Do I buy new material? No, I don't. Here, let me see. I must be capital. No, I don't. Do Milena and Pablo design logo? Yes, they do. Okay, so today class, we have been working with yes, no questions, simple present tense, but in plural. Do you, do they, do we, do I, do Milena and Pablo? Only do I is in singular, but the first person singular, okay? So class, thank you so very much for joining today. It's time to say goodbye. I hope to see you tomorrow, okay, Julio? Sister, I hope that everything goes fine with you in the hospital, okay? And see you, continue working in the platform. Bye-bye, have a
See you.
nice day.
Bye.
Bye,
Blessings,
teacher.
take care, bye, bye-bye.